Guruji, I have lost someone in my life whom I loved very much, and because of that, I'm having a lot of grief. Can you please tell me how to control that grief? And one more thing, I have a fear of death. Can you please suggest me, Guruji, how to get rid of this fear of death?
We consider the world we live in as the ultimate truth, but it's only an ephemeral game of pain and grief. Whatever comes into existence will be destroyed someday. It's the ultimate law. If you are born, you must die someday. That's the rule of nature. Whether you are young or old, a learned or an illiterate, everyone has to die. The moon is the biggest example to prove this nature's law. It starts with a new moon and rises its crescent day by day. Then it ultimately becomes a full moon. And then it disappears during the new moon phase. The truth is that it did not disappear. It only vanishes from our sight. Similarly, the persons whom we lose, they are not dead. They are still alive. They reside in our hearts, and they can be seen and felt by recalling our memories. The truth of life is that as long as we are alive, grief will follow us. And the root cause for this grief is the attachment we have towards everything. In spite of knowing that everything is temporary, we get attached to things and persons. Most important step towards liberty is development of consciousness. No matter what the situation is, whether good or bad, always take the middle path and be calm. When you follow this path, you will be free of the ties and you will reach the supreme truth. When your conscious develops, you will know that life and death, togetherness and separation are ultimately the same. So, to get rid of fear of death, you need to have freedom and achieve enlightenment. When you achieve enlightenment, you will lose wrath and sadness, and you will lose worries. You will lose feeling of insecurity. You will lose fear of old age, and you will attain success at the brink of death. So, you must give utmost importance to good behavior. When there is a fire in forest, for the fire to grow, it uses all the trees and plants coming on its way. The more fuel it consumes, the more intense it gets. And it also gets fearsome. In the same way, evil qualities like wrath and worries, greed, fear will only be powerful till we add fuel to them. The fire of hatred and greed is only active until we chase worldly pleasures. If a person focuses all his attention chasing wealth and riches, then the more he earns, the more his heart will be full of conflicts. He can never be satisfied. He will be constantly scared about one thing. He will be scared about what if I run out of wealth. Once a person frees himself of these fears, neither will he be anxious about the future, nor will he have any regret about the past. He will be stable. He will live every moment of his life. He will take the middle path. He will attain the greatest joy of this world.